Hi guys, so we're back with another video. This time looking at the last bench session before my qualifier competition. So we're here doing Spoto presses. We're going to build it up to a 165-2. That was the aim. We're starting here at 140. So again, the reason we do Spoto presses, they're really good at building that power off the chest, keeping you nice and tight at the bottom of a bench press. So there we are, 140, moving really nice. We then jumped up to 150 kilos, so just getting ourselves set here. So if you've never used Spoto presses in your training before, I'd really recommend getting them in, especially if you struggle keeping tight at the bottom of a lift or creating power off the chest. Really good way of increasing both those elements of your bench press. As you can see, here we come down, nice pause, and back up again, and down, and up, good stuff. So we then move on to 160 kilos. So again, we're going to go for 2 on here. Just getting ourselves nice and sober. So you can see I'm trying to create that arch, get my traps based into the bench. And then I want to push my bum and my traps towards each other. And you come down, pause, and press. A little bit slow on that press, a little bit slower than I want it to be. Down, pause, and press. So then we go on to 165. So this is the first attempt at 165. So we're getting set up. As you can see, the bench moves forward, hat falls off, everything's going perfectly to plan, as you can see. So just get ourselves nice and set up again. Actually do get quite a nice arch there. So we're going to come down, a little bit unstable when we unwrap the bar. Pause. Very slow on the press. Come back down and go to press. And for some reason just give up on the press. The bar was moving at all times, then I just stopped pressing. So I decided to give that a go again after watching the video. So here we are getting set again. As you can see, this time the bench doesn't move when we're setting up, which is a real benefit, because it means we're nice and planted to where we thought we were going to be. So again, just getting ourselves getting our hands nice and set, much more stable when we bring the bar out, down, pause, and up, and then we come down again. A little bit of a pause and back up again. A little bit slow, but managed to get that lock out on that 165. So happy with that, hit what we want to do. We then go on to speed work. We're doing 105 kilos plus red bands, paused, 6 sets of 3 we did for these. So as you can see, we're going to come in, getting ourselves nice and set again. Really important to try and get yourself set the same way every time. Little pause of chest and just coming back up again. There we go. So bands are really good to help you keep pushing through any sticking points, because obviously it's going to get heavier as it goes through, so it's going to teach you to keep pushing as you do the movement. Then we come on to so that was the first set. This is the 6th set. So as you can see, you're getting ourselves nice and set again. Just getting our hands nice and locked in. Bring the bar down. Pause and up. These sets actually felt a lot better. Using the bands felt like it got better every set we did in this workout, which was nice. So finishing nice and strong. We now come on to some isometrics. So we're doing these a little bit different to how we did them before. So we're doing 5-second presses, around 10 seconds off, 5 seconds presses, 10 seconds off, 5 second presses, like that at different heights. So we're starting off with just off the chest. So you can't really see here too well when I've stopped and when I am pressing. So there you go, there's the press. You can see the pins just come up slightly. Just trying to push that at maximal force and then relaxing. And then we're going to go for that one more time at that height. Now isometrics are one of the best things you can put in for any exercise. You can use them on squats, bench, deadlift, anything. Fantastic way of increasing your strength. And it just teaches you to keep pushing through that sticking point. And then we come on to the next bit. So now we've just put the pins up 1, and we're going to do the same thing again. It'll be a bit clearer to see in this time. But honestly, guys, I think whenever I put these in my bench program, my bench has gone up every time. So I always have isometrics in quite regularly. Really good exercise. Like I say, I just can only say positive things about them. They're just super good. So I'd really recommend that you're putting them in. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. So you can do it for the like 3 sets at a longer time, or you can do less time, shorter gaps, and go back into it again. You'll just find out what works for you. some of it can depend on how quick you are as a presser. If you're a really quick presser, then you want to do the shorter ones. If you're a bit more of a slower and a grinding presser, it might be better to keep doing it for a little bit longer, because it'll just get you used to that feeling of pressing through that grind. So find what works for you. I'd recommend giving both a try and see how you find them. I like to put them in, like I say, pretty much all the time. Might do like 4 weeks of doing them, 4 weeks off, and then put them back in again, but just find out what works for you. We then come on to some penned lay rows. We're doing 120, we did 3 sets of 2. So obviously we're close to the cup now, so we're trying to keep the volume as low as possible and keep the weight nice and high. So they felt pretty good. We then went up to some pull-ups. We did 3 sets of 5 pull-ups, which again felt really nice. Do enjoy doing pull-ups. I think sometimes people are quite surprised that I can actually do pull-ups, but yeah, doing them great at that exercise. We then moved on to some single arm rows, doing these at 50 kilos. We did 3 sets of 5 on each arm, obviously. Again, feeling good, just pushing that weight up, wanting to not push the volume too far, so rather doing something a little bit heavier. These felt really nice. Maybe if we really wanted to push it, I could have got a couple more reps, but really didn't want to build up that fatigue. We then went on to some tape presses, 3 sets of 5 on these. Now this is the last exercise I filmed. We did do some tricep pull downs and some cable hammer curls. But that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Next video will be a comp recap, so remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.